of the journal, they will send to 3 experts in the fields. Yeah, it should be recalled that this process is called peer reviewing. A term used with peer reviewing is double-blind reviewing. So the reviewer do not know who the writer or who the author, and they just review the article. So this is called the blind reviewing. So this means that as the author, you don't know the referees, and also the referees too do not know who the author of the article is. So this is very objective. And the reviewers, okay, will read your article and make judgment as to whether the article can be accepted as it is, or it has to be revised. Okay. Most of the time, reviewers ask for revisions. So there are what we call the stages, okay? But for the Sinta and, excuse me. Okay. So don't worry, okay, if your article will be revised, okay? So don't worry about that. You just follow the revisions offered by the reviewer. The reviewer's comments are usually synthesized by the editor and sent to the author of the paper. So this usually takes between 3 to 4 months. The author is given a time frame to revise and send it back to the editor for further review, and some journals may send these revised articles to the same reviewers or to the new reviewers. Again, this process may take another 3 to 4 months. So I think around 6 months, yeah, to be published after the process of reviews. And the next is the paper, okay, journal citation index journals. So the paper then goes to the same review process. This is called the rigorous reviewing process, which involves a critical evaluations of your article, and also a request for multiple revisions until it meets the standard of the journal. So the main aim of the process is to ensure that your article meets the standards of scholarly articles in your field. At times, it may take up to a year before you can actually see the work in print. This is for the Q1 and Q2, but for Q3, Q4, Scopus, I think 6 months is okay. But what makes journals published by leading publishing houses classified as high impact journal is that the publisher lists the abstract and keywords of their published articles in database. So 2 issues stand out here when you send an article to a publisher of this caliber. One, your article goes through a rigorous referring process and thus is of an accepted standard in your field. And second, your article is widely accessible to any researcher in the world via database. So this is the chance of it being quoted is high. Jadi semakin tinggi quoted oleh researchers from all over the world, maka high impactnya semakin tinggi, ya. And the next is the journal citation index journal still. So this sort of journal is usually referred to as an international citation index journal. And citation index track references and enables the authors to gather data on the impact of their publications. Because of the rigorous process involved and its wide availability, articles published in citation index journals are regarded as journals with highest standing by most universities. Ya, jadi semakin bagus prosesnya, semakin dinilai, maka itu akan menunjukkan standar yang tinggi bagi universitas tempat kita home, ya, rumah kita, sehingga akan menaikkan tingkat citation yang tinggi, and this is very good for our university. So publication in citation index journals are usually used as a measure of credibility of a researcher. It should be noted that most leading universities expect publications in this type of journal. So we as the supervisor very lucky when you write an articles because we, the supervisor, as second and third author, of course, you give the impact, yeah, of your articles, because you publish the article, and also we as the supervisors can get the impact also, because reviewers or editors or scholars from all over the world will review and will cite our paper or article. This is another one. Okay. Another type is called open access journal. Okay. Publication in this journal are made available on the internet and can be downloaded and distributed for non-commercial purposes. So 4 types of open access are referred scientific periodicals, research area specific archive servers, institutional repositories, and self-posting on author's homepage. It has suggested that open access articles increases one aspect of impact, that is availability. Okay, so still about citation. In addition to citation index journal, researchers also publish articles in referred journals. Articles sent to referred journals to do the same referring process. The only difference is that the articles published in referred journals are not necessarily listed in database. And this is an example of journal New Zealand Studies in Applied Linguistics, which is a referred journal, but articles published in it are not easily accessible. Articles are only available as physical copies. So it depends on the types of the journal, okay? Sometimes we have to pay to open, to propose to the chief editor, yeah, if we need that journal, so we should ask the chief editor, and maybe we need to pay some journals like that. But if it is open, it is very easy to download. So this is the third type of journal, departmental journal. We in Faculty of Cultural Sciences have 3 departmental journal and 1 faculty journal. So hopefully this semester, our study program or English department postgraduate students will publish the journal related to the linguistic and education. So inshallah. So you can send your articles from your maybe from the task of subjects can be also sent in these departmental journals. And even though departmental journals have limited impact on the wider academic community, they provide an opportunity for researchers to share their researches among colleges and for networking and further collaborative research. So both, for example, students, for example, 4 of you can also write a topic and send to the departmental journal. So this is very good for your curriculum vitae, okay? If you want to propose to be the lecturer or teachers, so in your in your CV, so you can write down all of the publication of the journals. So this is good for you if you would like to be the teacher or lecturers. And another form of publication is conference proceedings that I have already informed you. The last week, Faculty of Cultural Sciences already hold the Semirata, seminar and meeting of deans, and it will be published in Atlantis Press, Web of Science. So this is also good. Some of the students, postgraduate students, I think, join the seminar conference. And the conference proceedings may go through some form of referring process, but it is not as rigorous as the one for citation index or referred journals. Okay, so we're still doing the review from some of us, and hopefully it will be published 2 months from now, hopefully, inshallah. And conference proceeding may also be circulated only the participants of the conference. So please join ICALAC, I think, English department. I think next month, So please join the conference. And the proceeding will be published by Talenta Series, USU Talenta Series. However, there are also conferences which review both the abstract and papers sent for the proceedings. In a sense, papers go through a rigorous academic process. Referred papers are also made available electronically of the conference websites. This is what we have done. And one needs to be cautious about submitting papers to a conference if one is conscious about the impact factor. While peer-reviewed conferences are certainly held in high regard, it might be a good idea to advise the postgraduate students to marshal their ideas at the conference and get feedback, and after that, send it to a citation index or referred journal. So between you can also refute and cite. And this is the last. Journals and conference proceedings provide opportunities for publications, but so do academic books, chapters in books, monographs, or features articles in popular magazine. So from 100 papers that comes to the website, we as a committee also categorize the articles. So some, for example, 20 articles should be published in the Web of Science, because index, and also we don't need to review 20 papers because they are already good. Yeah. And then the rest can be also sent to other journals, and the rest also can be published in chapter in books. So it depends. Yeah, we can divide those papers and publish into publications of the proceedings and books, and also chapter in books and articles in popular magazine. Academic books and book chapters that go through a review process and are easily available certainly carry more weight. Yeah. Monograph and publications in popular magazine raise the same concern as conference proceeding, that is the lack of rigorous reviewing and accessibility to be a wider academic community. So that is introductions about the published publications, scientific publications, the types of publications, and also the template, and also the standard for the stages, how to submit, and after that reviewed and edited and published. So this is a very general explanations about the scientific publications. On Saturday, I will inform about the what you call it, a CARS model. CARS model, it means that the introduction section, the introduction sections of writing the article. So we can follow the CARS model. It is a CAR, the abbreviations of CARS come from the creating a research space. So we can discuss about the pattern of writing in the introduction sections of the article, and how we start and begin the writing process. And after that, what are the items in the introduction section? And we can also find out the move structure that reflect the phenomenon, and also the research gap and the solution. And it is this CARS model divided into 3 moves. And the first is the situation in the introduction section, and in this move have steps: step 1, step 2, step 3. And in move 2, the problems that can be discussed in the introduction section is very important, and how this phenomenon relate to the previous researches, and there are gaps between the previous researches and the topic that raising in this research. And there are also steps, and the last move called the solutions, how the final move is announced that your research article will contribute the new knowledge and new understanding in contrast to the previous researches. So this is very interesting. Next, on Saturday, we will discuss about the moves and steps that proposed by Swale's CARS model. Okay. I think it's already 8 o'clock. Okay. I will send this PPT to WhatsApp group, okay, for the introductions of the publications. And next, on Saturday, after having the class of with this topic, CARS model, we can have the exercise, okay? And I'll send some of the articles, and after that you can identify the moves and steps in the research or in the article. And because you in this class is a very big class, consists of 18 participants, so I would like to divide into groups, I think, because we don't have much times to for you to present one by one. So if it is in group, so it is quite okay, fine, for us to have the time to present in a group, I think. Yeah. Okay. So before we finish this class, this meeting, do you have any questions or suggestions or comments on this publication, scientific publications?
May I ask, ma'am? Yes, I
Yes.
have questions. Okay, this is related to the announcement from Ministry of Education. Nadiem Makarim said that for the undergraduate students, they don't need to write kind of thesis, or we call it scriptsy anymore.
Kripsky.
So
Mm-mm.
yeah, so it can be replaced to something that like maybe article, but it has
Mm.
to be indexed by, yes, like you said before, um a reputable journal, right? Just
Mm.
like
Mhm.
Simple One, Two, or Three.
Yes.
And some of the major also, I heard that they can make their final project like prototype. So I want to ask,
Yeah.
how about us, like postgraduate students? Is there any kind of like short, what can I say? Shortcut mungkin ya, ma'am ya. Kind of shortcut that
Fast
we
track.
can,
Fast track.
yeah, fast track. So we don't
Uh-huh.
need to write any kind of thesis anymore, but we just have to, yeah, submitted our article into Scopus Key 2 maybe, or Key 3. So we have another kind of option, you know.
Yeah. For S1 undergraduates, yeah, yes, the ministry offer this, okay? So it depends on the study program, because
University.
it's already, yeah, some of the university in Java, such as UI, okay, University of Indonesia, already done this type, yeah. So some of the students can choose, yeah, whether they would like to write an article and then index by Q1 or Q2, but some still write the scriptsy. Okay, for the undergraduate students, the uh, it consists of 8 semesters. Okay, but for postgraduate semester, only 3 semesters. Okay, so you have very short time, yeah. So that's why we redesign the curriculum, okay, such as new curriculum, okay. So the subjects of scientific publications is not in, or not offered in third semester, but in the second semester. So in the second semester, you can start writing your article, okay, and can publish uh, in semester 3. And then you're still writing about the thesis, you're still writing your thesis. But the minister, okay, offered now that there is no what we call it, there is it is not a must, to write the article as the output of the uh, uh, what we call the uh, magister or master, yeah, degree. But uh, it is uh, proposed by the minister, okay? And it depends on the university. Our university should redesign the peraturan rektor, okay? And it takes time. Okay, but maybe within 6 months or 1 year, yeah. And it depends also to the universities. I think that is uh, not the answer actually, the response.
Mungkin berarti mem kalau misalnya there is another, I mean like a new regulation yang diterapkan oleh USU, mungkin kami udah nggak kebagian lagi ya mem ya. Mungkin di kurikulum berikutnya kali ya mem ya. Karena kan you say
Yes.
that it takes
Yes.
6 months ya. Ya
Mhm,
mungkin
mhm.
kami ya yang 18 ini harus membuat tesis juga mem.
But that's why you don't have. I think it's not what we call it. You can write any topics not based on your research, thesis research. This is very good, I think. But related to the field of the study. For example, if you focus on the discourse analysis, okay, and your research, thesis research is about humor, but your article might be not related to the humor, but still discourse analysis. So that's why your supervisors are also the same with the second and third writer of your article. So this is good for the citation. So you can cite the supervisor's articles and easier for you to write and to be supervised under them. Ya, jadi seperti itu. Paling tidak melenceng jauh. Misalnya tesisnya tentang fonologi, nah tiba-tiba menulis tentang yang lain. Jadi tidak flow, tidak apa katakan dia seharusnya linear ya untuk perkembangan daripada academic writing. Ya, nanti kan Anda bisa jadi dosen ya. Jadi you have the specific field. Ya, jadi Anda memiliki spesifik bidang khusus ke sana arahnya, nggak pindah-pindah lagi. So that is called linear. If you focus on the semantic, do the articles, do writing the articles related to semantic, and then pragmatic and also others. Yang mana yang merasa lebih nyaman, jangan dipaksakan, ya. Okay, dear. I think that's all for today. I would like you to fill the form in the Google form or what for the for your presentation
Penulis ya
today,
mem ya.
for your
Yeah.
presence, huh? Bagaimana
We
sebaiknya?
have to capture the screen. Ya. Jadi screenshot
Yeah.
aja mem biasanya.
But 2 pages, eh?
Actually 1 pages in my laptop. I have already captured. Okay, maybe I will take the last one. Okay. Done, ma'am.
Done?
Done. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Bye-bye. Night. Have a
Good night, ma'am.
Thank you,
See you
ma'am.
on Friday,
See you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
care. Have a good rest.
You too, ma'am.